little bit better. Next comic coming up, real funny guy. It's Ron Chapman. Applause.
Yeah, come on, you guys, give it up for me a little bit more than that. Is the mic on? Is this microphone on? Can you guys
Hear me? Can you hear me at all? Oh, there we go. Now I'm amplified. That's going to be a whole lot better. You guys doing good? You good? You're like, yes, we're all clapped out. Please, just say something funny, not funny, whatever. Just fucking move it along. Keep this train rolling, Mr. Conductor, please. Fuck you guys. I came up here, I'm prepared, I have my beer. Who else is drinking? You guys all drinking? You guys all filling yourselves up with poison? You enjoying it? It's very fun. It's great. It's an amazing thing that we do to ourselves, filling ourselves up with poison. It's beautiful. The next step is just taking a shit and passing out. Hopefully not in the middle of the street. But that's how I get down. That's how I live my life. That's how I do. That's how I roll. Nobody else rolls like that? Fuck you guys. That's my steez. As the rappers say, that's my steez. Drink a beer, take a shit, pass out. That's it. How'd you guys like that eating contest, huh? Did you guys watch that? Was that exciting? No, it was like watching a bunch of people eat lunch. I want to watch a bunch of people eat lunch. I would have just gone to a restaurant. Seriously, there were just like bored people on break from work standing at the counter like, all right, fuck, we got 3 more hours of this bullshit, and then the day is over. It'll be 5 o'clock soon, and we can all go home, drink a beer, and pass the fuck out. You guys, I think about death a lot. Does anybody else think about death a lot? You guys think about death a lot? You right there? He's like signaling me. He's like, yes, I'm grandfather death. You've called me out. I think about death a whole ton. Not because like I'm a morbid person, but just because it happens every single day. Like, somebody just dropped dead. Boom. Somebody else just dropped dead. Boom. Like, it's happening all the fucking time. And I accept it. It's like a fact of life, We're all gonna die. I accept it. However, even though I accept that it's a fact of life, I still have certain ways I don't want to die. Like every time I almost slip in the shower, I'm just like, not like this. Because I don't want, it's too fast, that's too quick, It's like I wouldn't have even had time to clear my Safari browser history on my iPad. You know what I mean? Like, that's the most fucked up part. Somebody finding it and just being like, I knew Ron was into that shit. I fucking knew. I told you he was freaky. Fucking told you. I hate that. I'm gonna tell you guys a story. You guys, can you take a story right now? You ready for a story? All right, this is a great story. I'm building it up way too much, but this is me, smooth transitions, boom, on the ones and twos, Ron Chapman, the best DJ ever. About a year ago, I was hanging out in the Castro, out in front of the Castro Theater, because I was watching a movie, right? And I come outside. Actually, it wasn't a movie. I just lied to you guys. I don't know why I did that. I must be nervous or something like that. When you're nervous and you're a dude, the first instinct is lie. That's it. Just lie, and then everything will be cool. But then you have to fix that lie later, like I have to do right now, and then it's actually fucked up. And that's why first practice to deceive, and then you weave a web. I don't know. Spiders, whatever. Who's afraid of them? All right, let's keep going. I was actually watching, this is going to be the worst set. You can stop filming right now. I know you are, but you can stop. I was actually at the Castro Theater watching Tenacious D. Do you guys like Tenacious D? Yeah? Tenacious D is pretty great. I was watching them, and it was going pretty well, but what happens is I am a cigarette smoker because I am a dummy, because in the 21st century, if you still smoke cigarettes, you want to die. That's it. You're just like, something's got to kill me. I'm choosing mine. That's it. That's everybody's attitude who smokes cigarettes nowadays. No one doesn't think it's harmful. So I go outside to smoke a cigarette, and I'm standing there thinking about my life, thinking about my death, not wanting to die in the shower. And from behind me while I'm smoking, I feel the warmest over-the-shoulder, from behind the back hug I have ever felt in my entire fucking life, you guys. It was like beautiful. I felt like, just like enveloped in like warmth and love. And I didn't know who it was, but I was like, okay, from the way this person is hugging me, it's clearly gonna be like a friend of mine I haven't seen in a while. I'm gonna turn around, they're gonna be excited, I'm gonna be excited, we're gonna catch up. I can't wait. What's the surprise? I can't wait to find out. Who is it? So imagine the shock when I turned around and to my utter confusion, I saw just some white guy. Like just some white guy, like curly brown hair, white cable knit sweater, khakis, white New Balance shoes, some white guy. Like just some dude. And I looked at him and I was just like, what are you doing, man? Like what's up? Who are you? And he goes, oh, it's okay, bro, it's cool. I'm not hitting on you or anything, man, it's cool. And I was like, hey, I don't care if you're hitting on me or not. It's my body, keep your hands to yourself, don't touch me. Like, I don't know you, don't touch me. And he looks at me and he's just like, bro, I love them, bro. I love them. And I'm like, oh, cool. This guy is a Tenacious D fan. We're both at a Tenacious D concert. It's drunk 30 of the evening. He wants to get hugs on, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, that's just what's going on. And I was like, oh, cool, yeah. Tenacious D, they're great, rock on, enjoy the show, like, have a good night, man, whatever, do well. And he looks at me, and he's completely fucking confused. He's just like he has that look that's just like, I'm not getting my point across. So he's just like, no, bro, no. I love Negroes! To which I said, no thank you. And we walked away. Because that's fucking terrible. That's terrible. What he did right there, okay, it's better than calling somebody a nigger, but it's basically the same thing as calling somebody a nigger. Because I'm an individual. I'm not like a set of like, a race of like magical fucking dolphins that are gonna jump out of the ocean, do 3 backflips, and then grant you 50 wishes. Like, that's not what it is. Like, we're not like leprechauns or some shit like that, you know what I mean? Like, we're all fucking human beings, and as far as he knows, I could be a piece of shit. But no, he loves Negroes. And I was like upset, but I didn't punch him. I just walked away, continued my cigarette, thinking about life, thinking about how I don't want to die in the shower. And I was upset, but then I started to think about it, and I was like, hey, you know what? Everybody's got their something. Everybody's got their something. Like me. Like, I really like redheads. But the only difference is, if I approached every redhead I saw like he approached me, I would never get to see anybody's strawberry fields. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would fucking not happen. You know? It's like, it wouldn't happen. So I can't do that. So I just had some advice for him. I was like, next time you see somebody, you see something you really love, do like I do. Like, be nice, make me laugh, maybe buy me a drink, and then go in for the over-the-shoulder hug. You know what I mean? Like, then, maybe I'll accept it then. That'll be a whole lot better. We almost out of here? We want to do something else? Or are we done? Wrap it up? He's telling me he's giving me the wrap it up sign. He's like playing me off with no music. It's written on a cardboard sign because it's a homeless street festival. Where you get to watch other people eat lunch. Anyway, you guys, let me get out of here. You guys have been amazing. All right, have a good time.
Give it up one more time for Ron Chapman, guys. Next comic coming up is Drew Harmon.
Howdy, folks. Howdy, yeah. That's what kind of show this is going to be. Guys ever be fucking on a tractor? That's not who I am, you guys. Welcome. Welcome. Fun fact about me, you guys, I am a pet owner because I own 2 cats because I am all about that pussy. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I own 2 cats, and a couple months ago we had the problem one of the cats got out, couldn't find the cat, and I thought, oh, what do? I thought you put up posters, so I made posters with a picture of the cat and my phone number, and that got me nowhere. What happened first is some guy went around the neighborhood writing on the posters. He said, look in Chinatown, it's food now. No, that's bad. That's insensitive and racist at the same time. It's bad. And then randomly one night at like 11:30, this older lady called me and she said, have you found your cat? And I said, no. Did you find my cat? She said, no, but lost pets make me sad. And I was like, you have so little time left on earth. Stop this, stop it now. And I hung up on her. So then I'm like, well, I guess I gotta go to where they take the lost animals that they find on the street, and that's the SPCA, the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. So I walk in, I walk up to the counter, and I say to this lady, I lost my cat. I wonder if you found my cat. And the lady said, oh, that's cool. We got a bunch of cats in the back, bringing them in all the time. But first, I'm gonna need you to look at the book. And what I didn't know and how it works here is every time the police in San Francisco find a dead animal anywhere in the city, they take a picture of it, they put it in the book, and they want you to look at that first before they take you in the back, see if your animal's there, which is kind of like you walk in and they say, hey, we know you're kind of sad because your animal's lost. How would you like to be the most sad you've ever been? And so you look through this book and it's like, oh, there is no God. It's just awful. And then they take you in the back. And so we go in the back and I look around and the cat's not there. And I'm like, oh no, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to find my cat. And the lady says, oh, I'll tell you what you do. You come back every single week. You look in the book and eventually the cat will turn up. And I said, for a person who says they are against cruelty, you are very cruel. That is a terrible idea. But I did go back, but here's what I did. I waited about 2 weeks, and I walked back in, and I went up to a different lady at the counter, and I said, hey, I want to adopt a cat. And the lady said, that's cool. There's no terrible book for you to look at. Just come on back. So we went in the back. I looked around, and I found the cat that looks the most like my old cat. I took it home. I let it go. It sleeps on my couch. It pukes on the carpet, poops in a box. Turns out, super easy position to fill, you guys. Super easy. Take a kitty, leave a kitty. It does not matter. Just never look at the book of death. It's terrible. I'm a married guy. I've been married for 8 years, and I hang out with a bunch of comics, and they don't know how to do anything. So they ask, like, how do you do that? Like, what's it like to be married for 8 years? And it's kind of hard to explain, but here's what it's like for my wife and I. So recently on a Friday night, we're sitting at home watching an old movie, because that's how married people get down. We're watching this old movie, and at one point, the male lead is in a bar with another guy, and he turns to his friend and he says, well, what man hasn't thought about murdering his wife at least 1,000 times? And I'm like, I hit pause immediately because I'm aware that's time to have a conversation. Like, I know she's not going to just let that one slide. And sure enough, she turns to me and says, is that true? Have you thought about murdering me 1,000 times? And I said, of course not, honey, of course not. You are the light of my life, the beacon of my existence. I am grateful every day that you would share your life with me. I would never think about murdering you. I have, though, considered once in a while how great my life could be if you just died. Like, if that just happened. These guys have been together a while. People who've been together a while, like, I know what that's like to wish my partner was dead. I don't want to kill him, but if they just died, that'd be cool. Like a lot of comics, I'm unemployable, so yes, they're in the back like, we're poor, we're doing this for food. To make a little extra money, I've been driving Lyft and Uber, and of course we all know those. It's the ride-sharing apps where you use your phone to summon a stranger in their car, and you hope they have candy. Like, that would be good. And I do it for money, obviously, but I don't consider it work, because if you do something you have a passion for, it's not really work. And my true passion deep down has always been to let drunk strangers just fill my car with farts. Like, all the way. The way up. But people do want to hear horror stories about driving. Like the first question I always get is, has anyone ever puked in your car? And it has happened, but it turns out San Francisco and Bay Area people are pretty nice. Here's how it went down. I pick up this guy like 11 o'clock one night. He's super drunk, gets in the back seat. We're going where he wants to go. And I see him make that I'm about to puke motion, that blah, blah. And so I ask him, do you need me to pull over? He doesn't respond. He just takes his Giants hat off, puts it in front of his mouth, and fills it with vomit. Just blah. And then before I can say anything, he rolls the window down and throws it out. Like, there you go, Marina. That's yours now. Enjoy it. But I did have one bad one I'll tell you guys about. So I pick up this other guy, and it turns out he's also a rideshare driver, so he wants to do, like, Lyft and Uber talk. So he's like, how often you driving, how much money you making, all that stuff. And then he asked me this. He says, hey, when you pick up a sexy lady, she's, like, super hot, you get her where she's going, she gets out of the car, doors closed. Before you pull away, do you ever lean over and smell the seat? Yeah. And now I do, you guys. He was right. He was so right. My name is Drew Harmon. You guys have been a lot of fun. Enjoy the rest of the show. Yay.
Give it up one more time for Drew Harmon, guys. Next comic coming up is Matt Curry. Give it up for Josh, everybody, your host. All right. Actually, by round of applause, how many people at the Street Fair hate clapping? All right, perfect. It's a listener right there. I like him. I'm happy to be here. I really want to do this. I don't know. It's a little bit of a benchmark or whatever. I had another milestone, I guess, in my comedy career earlier this week. I got to do my first corporate gig, and that was a cool thing for me. I got paid pretty well. And I'll tell you guys about it. I was a little nervous for it because I haven't been doing this too long, and I asked a friend of mine who's been doing it for a while if he had any tips for me, and he was like, you know what, do your thing, you'll be fine. One thing you can do is make fun of the boss. I'm like, the boss, really? I don't know the guy. He's like, dude, write some jokes about the boss, I'll eat it up. And so I get on stage, and I'm like, boy, you know who's been gaining a lot of weight lately? Bruce Springsteen. Yeah, born in the USA, more like born at hometown buffet, right, guys? So it didn't go much better there, or not, I don't know. All right, not into it. I'm a tall guy, believe it or not. Didn't just do this for the show. I get a lot of people telling me I'm tall. A lot of people just walk up to me and just, you're tall. No follow-up or anything. I don't know what to do with that. The other one, I get a lot of people like to ask me if I play basketball all the time. I'm not insulted by the question or anything, but I don't know, it just never really brings anything positive to my life or a little basketball interaction. Like, first of all, it's everybody asks me who I want to be asking me, like a hot chick or an NBA scout or something. It's always just some random dude in line at Jack in the Box. Like, and you play basketball, huh, bro? Like, you figured something out. Just like, why do you care, random guy I'm never going to see again? Game going out back? What's going on here? I don't answer like that, a little too confrontational for Jack in the Box. I'm usually pretty honest. I'll be like, well, I was a bit of a late bloomer in high school, so I didn't make the team, but you know, I played some intramurals in college, playing my roommate's rec league team once in a while, they need extra people. And people are never impressed by that, believe it or not. They're usually pretty silent, disappointed, like you guys right now. No, they're usually just like, oh. Just like, all right, dude, you approached me with this. I didn't even know you existed 5 seconds ago, and now you're making me feel like shit for not being coordinated. It's not fair. I have feelings, you know what I'm saying? You have any other questions you want to be disappointed by? Maybe you ask my yearly salary, when the last time I had sex was, something like that. $30,000 2 months ago. No, you're disappointed. No, I'm not expecting like a parade. I'm not expecting a super positive reaction. That would also be weird, right, guys? Just have my little basketball conversation, so you can get on the phone with all their friends. Dude, you are never going to guess who I just met at Jack in the Box. Okay, so I'm sitting there waiting for my junior bacon cheeseburger. In walks this tall-ass guy, right? So I asked me to play basketball. Turns out I'm sitting there talking to the backup center for the Alameda YMCA Adult Rec League Division III Co-Ed Champions. Yeah, Matt Curry, exactly. No, it's totally down to earth. Yeah, very similar voice to mine. Oh, it's good. It's a cute dog, ma'am. Are you guys a couple? Do you live together? Yeah. Who walks the dog? She does. Is that because it's a super small dog and you feel a little emasculated walking that dog? A bit? Yeah. I asked because I was dog sitting my mom's dog last weekend, And we grew up with big dogs, and I'm used to that, but she has a small dog now, and it just feels different walking around. I'm ashamed saying it, I shouldn't care, but I feel like, just a little background, my mom has a cockapoo, which I don't even like saying the word cockapoo. Again, walking in, people ask me what kind of dog it is. I'm just like, he's a mix. It's whatever, you know. I don't know. So I feel like people are judging me, like I picked this dog out at the pet store, and I want to just, my mom's dog. Try to make him look tougher. I bought him a little Raider sweater, you know what I'm saying? I'm put on some Humane Society tags so people in the streets. Fucking group home, fool. Now the dog is a gangster-ass dog. It's a male dog, too, but everyone assumes it's a female, so I'm always correcting people. Like, oh my god, how cute, what's her name? Like, his name is Sunflower. Oh, thanks for that one, Mom. Not good. I've been at my mom's house for like a week now. Here's a fun thing that happened over there. I was looking through a garage for stuff from my house because I'm broke like that, and I ran across old love letters from my grandfather and my grandma, like handwritten love letters. Yeah, I know, it touched me. I heard an "ah" right here. I made that noise in the garage. I was like, "Oh, Grandpa," and then I felt bad. I was just like, "I've never done that. What's the deal?" And then I just settled on, I don't think dudes do that anymore. I think it's kind of a generational thing. So I don't know if any women here received a handwritten love letter anytime recently. Nobody dating anybody in prison or anything? No. I feel like that's the only time now, right? I don't know. Figured maybe my grandkids will run across old texts of mine, but I think it's going to be quite the same as Grandpa's love letters. Like, those love letters are very wholesome. They start with fucking "Dearest Elizabeth." I don't know, my text is fucking sad. Grandpa, what did it mean when you texted BJ question mark? Inside joke between me and your grandma. Says he texts to 4 people though. It's a crazy time. Don't click on that image. There we go. Pop Pop's wee wee. All right, you guys. I always end on a dick pic joke. Thank you guys very much. My name is Zach Curry.